And our next speaker, again, he's not on your agenda, but he did juggle his schedule. They called me yesterday, and this is the type of guy that says he asked if he could come to our ceremony today. He asked permission. I said, "Are you crazy, Commissioner? Please come here." So again, he's here just to get on the theme of longevity, service, leadership. The gentleman we have here today, the Commissioner of the City of Boston, 32 years of police officer. He's 32 years, and 16 of those he's led 2 major police departments. I knew him in Lowell. He was the superintendent in Lowell. For 12 years he was in charge. He's now here in Boston. He's the 40th Police Commissioner in the City of Boston. He's been here 4 years, and he's done a great job. He's a friend of mine, and without any further ado, the Police Commissioner of the City of Boston.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's great to see my old friend Peter, and we do go way back fighting the drug wars of the 80s and 90s. And it's hard to believe I've been here 32 years because 35 years ago I was sitting in your position. I was a security officer working for St. John's Hospital up in Lowell. And so when I heard this was happening today, and I've known Jack for a long time too, and I'm so thrilled with his partnership and leadership in the city, and all the help that he's provided to the Police Athletic League and being on the board, that I thought it was really important that I come here. Unfortunately, I was called away to go to Chicago, and I was supposed to be in Chicago today, and not coming back till later. But when that trip got canceled, I made it a point to ask permission, as you said, to come back over to see you. And I have a very brief but important message to you. 35 years ago, when I got into this business as a security officer, there were very clear lines between police and security. Those lines have blurred. 35 years ago, there were more police officers in the country than there were security officers. Now you outnumber regular police 3 or 4 to 1 at this point in time. It's an amazing transition that's occurred, and it's a transition that's all around safety. It's all around service to the community. It's around the fact that people understand that they need to be cognizant of what it takes to be safe, and they are willing to pay for it on the private side and not just through their taxes. So it is a recognition that we have on the police side of things, that you are doing a tremendous job in making our city safer out there. The crime rates have dropped over the years. Private security has played a role in that. It's a role that nobody recognizes. It doesn't get headlines, but it is true. It has made a big difference. And what I see here in Longwood Security is the best example of a professional security agency that is working with the community through the leadership of people like Peter Scott and others who are managing these agencies. You recognize what's important about that link between the people that you are serving and the work that you are attempting to accomplish. And without a strong partnership, you can't get done what needs to get done in our cities. Not only is that partnership apparent on the street, but it's apparent today. I come from the ComStat meeting that we have every other Thursday in the media room at the Boston Police Department. And at that meeting, we talk about every serious incident that's going on in the city. And right now, Creston Street is ground zero for the war against gangs and violence in the city. And we are up on Creston Street working hand in glove with your agency. When I walked down that street during the first homicide that occurred, we pointed out the buildings that belong to you. We pointed out the security cameras that you were managing in those buildings. And that was the very first step that we took in the homicide investigation. So from the very simple patrol functions that you do to the very complex homicide investigations, you are playing an incredibly important role with us, and I appreciate that, and that's why I want to come. Thank you.